Freddie Hubbard, Red Clay. This is our first jazz record. A lot of the jazz albums I have in my vinyl collection are pretty basic. Except, I mean, you know, recently I've been getting less basic things, but this is a pretty good record. Pretty good kind of fusion-y soul jazz record. And Freddie Hubbard, what a trumpet player, man. He is probably my favorite trumpet player. Basic CD. Yeah, man, Freddie Hubbard, like his like solo catalog is something that I only recently got into. But it's good shit. Got some classics under his belt, and this is one of them. It's got Herbie Hancock, perfect for a fusion-y record. All these jazz records have like a huge fucking like novel about the record, and I have read some of them. I have not read this one, but yeah, it even has like things. It even has things about each individual track. Ugh. It's hard to show you with this. Let's see what else we got in here. We got any cool pictures I can show anyone? Nope. Well, you got this one. This one on the back of Freddie Hubbard fucking killing it. God, he's so good. I first heard Freddie Hubbard on some I think it was like was it Arnett Coleman's Free Jazz? Or was it Ascension by John Coltrane? I can't remember, but I remember hearing him and I was like, so good. Such a good player. Here's the track list, in case you care. You probably don't care about any of this. You probably stopped watching. I mean, if you're still watching, you're fucking based. Okay, Green Day. Green Day Dookie. Now, Green Day is one of those bands that has really fallen off their wagon, but this album's pretty good. I mean, I don't really like Green Day, but this album, like, I understand why people love Green Day, because this album exists. You got your track list on the back, and what looks like a concert with, what's his name, Ernie? I think his name's Ernie. It's like a puppet of Ernie. I don't know. But yeah, this is some like classic ass pop punk. Like one of the only pop punk albums I will stan. At least for now, you know. I haven't like actively gone out and listened to it, like a ton of it, because I don't really care for a lot of it. You got some lyrics here, some nice little illustrations. Very, very punk. Very punk. Dude, that's a girl beating up a guy that he's in love with. That's kind of fucked up. I almost dropped that case again. I'm gonna put it over there. This dude wants to kill this dude, which also not cool. Fucked up. This guy's just hanging out. This guy's just hanging out burnt. He's burnt. Here's the band. Got some liner notes at the bottom there too. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. And the CD itself looks pretty cool too. Wait, let me... There. It's like kind of golden, which is extra cool. I'm very bad at doing this, I've realized, because I can't really think of things to say on the spot when I do this, but you know, we'll get through it. Herbie Hancock, Empyrean Isles with with my boy Freddie Hubbard and Ron Carter and Tony Williams, which is a pretty sick lineup if you ask me. This is not one of my favorite Herbie records, but it's definitely one of his most interesting. He definitely goes more out there than he usually does on this one. You got your track list on the back here. And this was, I believe this was before on Blue Note. This was before he went all fusion on other records like Sextant or Thrust or Headhunters. Again, another novel about the record. Not much to the packaging, but I mean, hey, it's again not one of my favorite Herbie records, but definitely worth a listen if you're into the more kind of ominous avant side of jazz. It's not like super experimental or anything like that, but take another bite. Let me know how uncomfortable that is when I do that. Okay. Horse Lords, The Common Task. This is also a 2020 album. It's very bright. It's chrome. The whole thing is chrome. Look at that. Even the CD, the whole thing is chrome. You can see my breakfast. That's sitting there. Right there. This is a very interesting record. Kind of takes elements of math rock and krautrock and some other stuff, and puts it into these 5 really intricate compositions with some variety. You know, it's not all super one note. There is a whole piece on here with bagpipes, and I've never liked bagpipes, but here in the context of the transitions and the record itself is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites for this year so far. So check it out. Check it out if you're into instrumental kind of nerd jazz is what I call it. Math rock. It's just nerd jazz. Jazz for white people. Jaco Pastorius. I fucking love this record. Too sad that he was an idiot and died because he was an idiot. But my God, Donna Lee. I mean, everyone's talked about the Donna Lee solo, I'm sure. I mean, I don't talk to many jazz musicians about this, but because I fear that I'm a normie to them, because I am. But yeah, man, he's got some, and this is like Leave with the vinyl, like the gatefold of the vinyl looks like, or the back of it, or something like that. Got your liner notes right here. But yeah, I find that this record has a lot of variety stylistically, and I think that goes a long way for Jaco, because he's not just a great player, but he's got some cool ideas up his sleeve, and his harmonics sound awesome. My God, it just elevates the whole experience, I think, whenever he does, like there's this, wow, which one is it? It's like the track 7. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but track 7. Can you see it? Track 7 is pretty much just horn and Jaco doing these really quick harmonics, and it sounds blissful. It is just bliss. Look at him. Legend, rest in peace. Rest in peace for being a fucking idiot. I forgot exactly the story, but I remember he was just being a fucking idiot. Another bite. I'm starving. I'm not taking enough time to eat. So much jazz CDs. So many jazz CDs. Grammar. The Mahavishnu Orchestra with John McLaughlin. The Intermounting Flame. John McLaughlin is a crazy good guitar player. And this record has a lot of, you know, if you're into like fast jazz, it's got it. If you're into like beautiful Irish violin ballads, it has one of those too. It's got a little something for everyone. If I can get this thing out, you can see the pictures of the band, and a poem. Well, here's the track list and the liner notes, and a poem. I've not really taken the time to read the poem, but it's a poem. It's there. I believe I bought this used at Newberry Comics for like $5. Not bad. Good record. Amazing playing. And great compositions too. Okay. That's fun. Next, we got 2 records by one of my favorite bands of all time, the Mars Volta. This is their debut record. Wait, I need another bite. That was a big bite. This record is called Deloused in the Comatorium, and this record came pretty hot off the heels after At the Drive-In broke up. And this is another album. These two, I actually bought them both at Stereo Jacks for $2. If you want CDs, go to Stereo Jacks if you live in the Boston area, because they got some great deals. So yeah, Mars Volta kind of took this kind of post-hardcore sound that they were doing on At the Drive-In, but they kind of toned it down a lot, and they took all these influences from progressive rock and like jazz fusion and Latin music, because they were actually Mexican Americans, I believe. The lead singer and the guitarist / composer, they're both Mexican American, so they took a lot of these influences from like Latin American dance music and jazz and a lot of very colorful influences in their music. And this one still had like a post-hardcore quality to it, sonically and thematically. But I still like it. I still think it's a great record. Yeah, I got the back here again. Very creepy back here. I guess it kind of goes with that. Isn't that cool? Wow, amazing. I'm gonna show you their other album too. And this album might be my favorite album of all time. I don't really know yet. I haven't really thought about it hard enough to decide. But it's their sophomore album, Francis the Mute. And they kind of just took the whole prog jazz thing to like the next level. Oh shit. Get it back.